You know, on the show, as I mentioned, everyone insults your character, Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone insults him. And the writing of the insults are so creative. But it's occurred to me sometimes that it'd be one thing if they were insulting just your personality, okay? Because that's not your personality, that's the character you're playing. But a lot of times now they insult your physicality. And then I've thought to myself, because you seem like such a nice guy and such a talented actor, do you ever feel insulted when they're making fun of what is really your body?
I mean, yeah, yes. Yeah. You try to cover it. I mean, we got into comedy because we have removed all feeling and emotion from ourselves. Those do not exist anymore.
Bingo. Exactly, yeah.
So that is why we are sitting here.
Yes.
But you think it might be the flowery ones when you're called a sentient enema. That might be the one that hits the hardest.
Was that a real one, sentient enema?
I was called a sentient enema. I was called the world's largest single-cell organism.
Right.
But really, it's the simple and clean ones. I was at one point, there's a moment where a woman is looking at a video of me in like not a control group, what do they call it?
Like a test study?
Like a test study of one of my commercials, and she just thinks about it for a moment and goes, he's just the wrong shape. And that's just so all-encompassing and has nothing to do with personality.
Right.
There was one, at some point, my fiance on the show, who treats me terribly, mentioned something about my hips. Just his hips are weird.
Yeah.
And I remember that in middle school, it hit this memory in middle school that I wore sort of ill-fitting pants they very well may have been women's pants.
Let's assume they were women, and if you need adult shoes to go with those pants.
Yeah. And I think.
Oh wait, that's a different show.
Yeah.
We had. Remember that, Andy, on Tuesday?
Of course I
We were talking. You probably saw this, right?
I watched it on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I watched it on Tuesday night.
Anyway, Andy pretty much went on and on about how he likes to shop for adult women's shoes. But anyway, again, why are we talking about Tuesday? So much crazy stuff has happened since then.
Apparently, these pants, it just accentuated what was an awkward teenager's hips. And it became a thing for many years after. And there I was, like a full-grown adult man with a family of his own. And I realized I had not gotten over somebody making fun of my hips from middle school.
Right. Stuff like that, it's way down there. It's in your hard drive, though. When someone says something mean about you when you're 6 or 7 or 8, it's there forever.
It's there forever.
And now you have a job where they're digging that stuff up and saying it to you on television, and people love it.
So I guess I have to keep going with it.
Yeah. What would you say? Has anyone ever yelled an insult at you on the street that they got from the show?
The most common one is Jolly Green Jizz Face. I think obviously because of my height, and I think the alliteration people like that. Jolly Green.
It's catchy.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I mean, like, before I was on a television show, like when I just lived in Los Angeles and I would be at the grocery store and I would see somebody from a TV show that I liked, like, it was exciting. It was like a cool thing. It felt like living in LA. And I would say maybe once I said something, and this is just like a tip, a PSA from me to the audience. If the character that you like has a semen-related nickname, and you throw it out at the grocery store, you're a stranger talking to another stranger about semen.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's a place you want to avoid generally. So just pick one of the other non-semen related jokes or nicknames and go with that one.
So people have been yelling that at you like in grocery stores.
In grocery stores.
Yeah, that's not right. They shouldn't do that. Must be tough to be a porn actor, don't you think?
Who admits to recognizing them, though?
Not me.
Just whispering softly behind the
I say I've read your work.